This weekend, we have the biggest and hardest game in the league. We are visiting Manchester United at the Old Trafford. Alexander Solskjaer is on fire. We are not on fire, but can we get a point? Can we get the 3 points? I'm going to tell you how we can beat Manchester United over this weekend because for me, I believe we can smash them. Do me a favor, smash the like button, get your comments coming in, and let us get this party running. Yes, guys, welcome back to the Arsenal podcast and welcome back to another match preview. Sort of a match preview. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Excuse my voice, I have flu and a little bit of fever, but we shall be catching on. Now, after beating Dundalk 3-0, our confidence levels are up, but there were things we learned in that game. Probably if Mikel Arteta can use them against Manchester United, we might get a win. We might get a win at the Old Trafford, a stadium where we have taken so long without winning. It's not going to be an easy game, you guys know that. But I want to suggest some of the ways we can beat Manchester United. I want to suggest how I feel we can beat Manchester United. They're a hard team. They have a good midfield. They have quality in their squad. Their defense is not the best, but you can't undermine them. They have Harry Maguire. They have Victor Lindelof. They have Paul Pogba. They have Marcus Rashford. He's on fire. Bruno Fernandes is on fire. They are just looking good. Arsenal, on the other hand, we have a couple of issues. David Luiz out, and that is one of the things that you expect are going to really haunt us in that game. I think his partnership with Gabriel Magalhaes has since been established as the best partnership we can use this season. But that doesn't mean we don't stand a chance against Manchester United. United beat Leipzig 5-0 in the midweek Champions League clash, and all Manchester United fans really love the diamond formation. They love the diamond formation, and they think if they line up in a diamond formation, they are gonna beat Arsenal, the hell out of Arsenal. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be the case. But how can we beat Manchester United? That is my concern. That is what I want to talk about today. How the hell can we beat Manchester United? Do we even stand a chance? For me, I think we do. One, United have a problem. One of their problems is they cannot find the suitable partnership between their centre backs. Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Tuazebe, Eric Bailey. They just don't look so good. They don't have that. They don't have that centre back partnership that is strong enough. And for me, if we can exploit that, that is one of the things that we are going to have in this season, and we're like, yeah, we beat Manchester United, because we know their weakness. Harry Maguire isn't good enough. Victor Lindelof isn't good enough either. When you pair them, they just can't defend. They can't defend. Look at how Tottenham, smashed them as if Jose Mourinho was smashing P2 kids. So we need to exploit their weakness, and that is their defense. They are too weak defensive-wise, very weak defensive-wise, and I hope many Arsenal fans can come to realize this, that Manchester United is a good team, but when you do not exploit their back line, you can't know how bad they are. You can't know how poor they are at defending the ball. Yeah, I've seen many Manchester United fans saying Axel Tuazebe should play with Harry Maguire because he defended well against Neymar and Mbappe. Nights are nights, and games are games. For me, I think with Aubameyang, with Willian, with Pepe, we can just exploit that Manchester United defense, make it look so ordinary, just the way it is. They're they're a bunch of overhyped defenders with big price tags, but they're nothing much more than that. They don't look good. They don't have the quality. And for me, obviously, I think it is time for us to exploit the Manchester United defense. Chelsea failed to do that. If Chelsea had only did that against Manchester United, they would have got 3 points. But Chelsea sat back, played a defensive game, let Manchester United take the possession, and they couldn't, they were not effective on the break against Manchester United. I think for us, if we can be effective, take our own chances, for me, I think we can beat Manchester United. The defense that is one. So secondly, I think United is a very dangerous team on the break. I hope you guys have noticed this. United is so deadly, so dangerous playing on the break. When they have possession, they're passing around and so on. They don't look so deadly. But if they get space to run behind your defenders, that is how they are going to destroy you. That is how dangerous they are. When they can get behind your defenders and splint. Look at Marcus Rashford coming on to against RB Leipzig. The first goal they scored, the Mason Greenwood goal. Yeah, it was a good, it was a well built goal. But the second, the other goals they scored, it was get them on the break. That is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That is Manchester United. They're so good on the break. Even if their counter-attack starts from the from right in the middle of the park, they're just good at that. And you can't let them play counter-attacking football. You just can't let them play counter-attacking football. You just can't let them get behind your defensive structure. Give them spaces to run. If we can do that, because Rashford is not so much of a technically gifted player, so on. I think he's a good splinter with a good finish. So if you do not give him room to run around, he's not going to hurt you badly. Danny James is not, he's a splinter. I think he's just a Usain Bolt or something. Mason Greenwood, these are players, he's very, very deadly on his left foot, but these are all players that can hurt you when you give them space to run. If you let Manchester United play a slow game, they have the possession, give them difficulty in running, creating spaces. Don't let them open up spaces. They're not going to hurt you. This is what Chelsea did against Manchester United. Let them have the ball. Let them play whatever kind of football they are playing, but don't give them chance to run around. Don't give them chance to get behind your defensive structure to run. Don't let them get onto the break. For me, I think if Manchester United can't run, they can't win a game. Their strength is on getting you on the break. If they can get you on, if they can get Arsenal on the break, we are finished. We are really finished. So I don't expect it to be so much of a midfield battle. I think they will win the midfield if whether they bring Pogba and Van der Beek, or they bring McTominay and Van der Beek, or they bring Bruno Fernandes and Van der Beek. They will win the midfield. I think they have a better midfield, quality. They have better midfield quality. They have a better midfield than we do. It's really obvious that they do. But how can we really beat them? For me, I think we should go all out with a mentality that we need an early goal. It's not the easiest of, tactics and decisions that you might think about, going for an early goal against Manchester United at the Old Trafford. But if you go for an early goal, suppose if we get an early goal, for example, 10 minutes in, 15 minutes in, and we are leading, Manchester United will have to throw in everything they have. They'll have to, give everything they have to attack. They want to get the game back. They are at the Old Trafford and so on. And of course, that is when, you can capitalize on their mistakes. If they come, they come all out. They are trying to, attack, give everything in, give everything in attack. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So for me, I think an early goal, Mikel Arteta needs to create this mentality that an early goal can settle everything. If you let Manchester United get too comfortable, because the truth is, our midfield is not sharp enough. So we are not really going to create a lot of threats to their, to their midfield or to their defense or something like that. But if we can get an early goal, I don't care how it comes, we get an early goal, Manchester United will need to put some pressure on us, and then we can hurt them on the break. So I think players like Aubameyang, players like Willian, players like Pepe or Bukayo Saka, whoever is going to be chosen by Mikel Arteta on that front three has to be on their best day. The second thing, we need to take our chances. This is one thing that has been disturbing us this season again. We create less chances, but we do not take the chances we create. We need to take our chances. You need to take your chances. You get 3 chances, 2 have decent chances, make them decent. Take your chances, score the goals. That is what big teams do. That is what a club that wants to go to the Champions League does. That is what you need to do if you want to go back to the Champions League. And for me, I think if we don't take our chances, we are gonna be punished for that. Like the Leicester City game, we had to take our chances. We never did. For me, I still think we can beat Manchester United. I back Mikel Arteta this time for going with 5 defenders. He should do it. He should go for 5 defenders. Let us give Manchester United a run for their money. Because if they go past Ainsley Maitland-Niles or whoever is going to be in those fullback positions, then you have a well-arranged back 3. Right? In front of them, you have almost 4 players packed in the midfield, and then back, you have 3 players backed in the defense. I think that would be a very good defensive strategy. We don't need to change our defensive discipline. We have been so good this season. We look so good defensive-wise. We look so good. We are in shape, and I appreciate that. But we need to attack. We need to create fear in Manchester United. Most of the losses we have are courtesy of respecting the opposition too much. Apart from the Leicester City game, that one we didn't respect Leicester City. Actually, they respected us, but we couldn't win it. But for Liverpool, for Manchester City, I think we respected them too much. If you respect Ole Gunnar Solskjaer this way, it's gonna be a laugh. They're gonna have a laugh. We don't need to respect Manchester United. We don't need to respect, Solskjaer. I don't care what kind of formation he brings. There has to be one thing done. That is attack Manchester United right from the start. Make them feel insecure. Make them feel like they are playing a big team. If we bring this kind of football that is similar to Sheffield United or Crystal Palace, they're gonna smash us. They are going to. It's as easy as that. But for me, I think defensive-wise, defensive-wise, we are good enough. We are okay defensive-wise. We just need to create something going forward. We just need to create a legacy going forward. And it's going to be a very tough choice for Mikel Arteta to make. Because Willian is back, Bukayo Saka is available. Pepe had one of the best performances in the Europa League he has ever had yesterday. So it's not really going to be an easy one. But I still suspect we can beat Manchester United if we go all out. Yeah, the link. The link is there already in the comment box. Whoever wants to join. Yeah, sorry, my voice is not clear. I have flu. But I'll be fine. So I want to engage you guys. How do you think? What strategy, what formation do you think can beat Manchester United over the weekend from Mikel Arteta? Because for me, I think a 3-4-3 is okay. It depends on how he lines up that midfield. Bringing Partey and Xhaka or bringing Xhaka and Ceballos won't work. We need Partey. We need a player who can drive that ball forward. I think let us try Partey and Ceballos. Let us leave out Granit Xhaka for once and see. maybe we try to see how that can work. The link is already in that comment, in the comment section if you want to join and tell me how you think we can beat Manchester United. Because for me, I think it's not a hard game. It isn't it isn't a hard game for me. United have all their, confidence in the air. They have, they have everything. They believe in themselves. This is a time, to get them off guard, catch them off guard. 2-1, 2-0, and surprise them at the Old Trafford. Yes, Zoom. Good morning or good afternoon. Oh no, I think his network is still disturbing him, but he'll be back. I'm sure of that. So, guys, let me just go through some of your comments there. Sharon says hello. Now let's you, Cedric, should start. He crosses better than that Heki Bellerin ball. Yeah, I think Cedric Soares in the back four. I have no problems with Cedric Soares playing in a back four. I really have no problems with Cedric playing in a back four. I have no problem with him. I think for me, he's a decent player. Mikel Arteta needs to give him some time. He can prove, to be better than those options we have in the right back. Come on, you Gunners. This is Nathan. Can you give us the link? The link is already there. No way Heki boy is better. This is sad. Says Heki Bellerin is better than Cedric. I think Bellerin going forward at times is good, but the problem with Heki Bellerin is his inconsistency. Whenever you're not consistent, you cannot prove to fans that you're worth it. I think he needs to be more consistent. He needs to do better. He needs to be more consistent. That is, that is my take. Because I had the news that Arteta regrets not putting Saliba in. Yeah, he said that. He said that, blood, and I was about to abuse him, but I give him respect. He's a manager, but I was really angry with him. He says he regrets not having William Saliba in the Europa League squad, but the truth is, if you asked him why don't you have William Saliba in the Europa League squad, he doesn't have a real answer. He really doesn't have one. The guy is a good player. He's better than what we have and all those things. And, he just doesn't want to play him. Hello, Zoom. Hello, Zoom.
Yeah, good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine.
I'm Kingsley calling from Dubai.
Yeah, how are you? How is Dubai?
Dubai is good, and you?
Yeah, very good. Thanks for coming on the show. You're welcome.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, we have already started with the Manchester United preview. What do you think about this game?
Yeah, actually, I see my club Arsenal winning the game by 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you are well aware that Manchester United is not an easy game. It's not an easy team. They look so good, and they are practically better than us. If you talk about quality.
Yeah, I know, but in terms of football, anything can happen.
Yeah.
That's it. So I believe we can pull out of, say, surprising to them, maybe some kind of surprise. I believe so. So probably on Sunday, we're gonna have a good result. If Ateta will remove Mustafi out of the lineup, that's for sure.
Yeah, I also think Squadron Mustafi is going to be a weak link for Arsenal there. But if I just ask you, what would be your formation? Which kind of formation would you use? He's off. I'm remaining with Neti. Neti, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are.
Hi, how are you?
I'm really doing good. First and foremost, were you impressed with our performance against Dundalk yesterday?
Say again? Sorry.
Were you impressed with our performance against Dundalk yesterday?
Yesterday, they were very good players, and they will keep again against Man United for Sunday. I hope they will be win against Man United. We have a little problem at the center back, so maybe I don't know who should be play against Man United. I think Mustafi is not here, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we gonna to be play William Saliba. Maybe we have a little problem as a center back, but the another players we good. We enough.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think about the overall, situation around as we go for Manchester United? Do you think we are there much, or we are going to come as really pretty, underdogs?
Yeah, they will be going pretty good. Yeah, they will be good result. I hope. Yeah, against Man United they will be good play. They are good now. Yeah, I hope
Okay.
they will be win.
Yeah, I also think I think United are on fire ever since they lost to they lost to Crystal Palace, and then they were smashed by Tottenham Hotspur. Ever since they lost to Tottenham, they're becoming better and better. Deluded, how are you?
People, deluded, I'm back.
You really love Deluded. How are you doing? I think he's off. I think he's off. It's because of his network. I'm remaining with Netty and Netty. What is the forward three you would love to see against Manchester United? Because I think the way we attack will be very vital to either whether we get a point or we don't even get anything out of that game. How do you think we should line up front?
So I would say we'll 4-3-3. Four at the center back defenders, three midfield, and 3-2 attacks. So they will be
Okay,
good for me at 4-3-3.
4-3-3.
Yeah.
Would you like to see Pepe? Who would you like to see in that match?
So I want to play together Pepe and William, the wing attacker, left and right. So it should be good. Pepe is the right and William the left attackers, and Aubameyang in front. They will be good for me.
All right. Zoom. Hello. How are you doing?
Hello, Kosi.
We already closing on to the weekend, and I think we have the hardest game, don't you?
We have the hardest game. Manchester
Yeah.
United are coming out of a win over RB Leipzig, a 5-0 win.
Yeah, their confidence levels are very high as compared to ours. But do you think we stand a chance? If I'm only going to ask that, do you think we stand a chance? Because for me, I still think if Ateta gets his tactics right, probably we might stand a chance.
We stand a chance, but a slight chance, only because of Manchester United's defense. We can all agree that Manchester United have better players than
Yeah.
Arsenal, but defensively they're shaky. We saw that when they played against Tottenham. So it's a winnable game, but we need to take our chances and just utilize our attackers. Pepe needs to be on his game. Aubameyang at the sharpest he has been, and maybe Saka putting in the balls, and we need to be defensively resolute against this hungry Manchester United attack.
Yeah, I think but do you think? What do you think? Should it be the defensive part of it? Do we go defensive, or should we open up play for Manchester United? Because for me, what I'm afraid of United is when they get you on the break, they are so deadly. They are very, very deadly when they are running with the ball. But if you limit their running, even if they have the ball but they are not running, you can deal with them because they don't have those kind of players that are, the Chess Fabregas, the Iniestas, the Xavis that are going to break you down at any point in time. But when they are running, Rashford, Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, when they are on the run, they are so deadly. Martial, they are so deadly when they are running. So do we go defensive, or should we, do you think we should open up play?
We should open up play. I mean, we got Mustafi as the center back. It shows that we can't defend, so we need to go all out, use our attackers, utilize our midfielders, and then for me, I would drop Xhaka as a center back.
Yeah.
Instead of Mustafi, because Mustafi for me is one of the worst defenders in the decade, to be honest.
Yeah. Natty, what do you think? Would you play Granit Xhaka in the defense instead of Shkodran Mustafi, like Zoom says?
Yeah, for me, Mustafi at the center back enough as a back defender, and Granit Xhaka to between among the midfield and the defense as a center. That's be good enough for me.
It will be good enough for you.
Mm.
I think there are two ways we can play this game. One, sit back, get them on the break. I think that one, that is the first one. The second one is, get that ball and take it to them. Try to exploit the problems, their defense have, and do that. Do you think, guys, Willian would be the right man for the job in this game? Because for me, I think he has the ability to break down a defense like Manchester United's defense. Zoom, would you give him a chance, or would you start Pepe and Saka?
It's a difficult
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
To be honest, Saka is on form. Reece Nelson had an excellent game yesterday.
Yeah.
Pepe probably had one of the best games in an Arsenal shirt, scoring that screamer. So it's a difficult one for me. I'd start Pepe on the right and Saka on the left.
Saka and Pepe. So you don't give Willian a chance.
Absolutely
Yeah, he doesn't.
not. He was
Okay.
dreadful when he came on.
Yeah. Natty, what do you think? Willian, Pepe, Saka, who comes on fast? Who gets less playing time from you?
Yeah, for me, Saka between midfield and attacker as a center, I will play him. Willian and Pepe left and right wing, just be good for me.
Then
But you know,
Aubameyang at the
Arteta won't
center.
play that.
Pepe
Arteta won't play that.
as the right
Yeah.
wing striker, and Willian as the left. That is good for me.
Okay.
And Saka among midfield and attackers between the center.
How good is Aubameyang?
Aubameyang should be play in front. I want to play him in front attack for me. And Willian and Pepe as a wing left and right. And Xhaka, Ceballos, and Saka as the center between midfield and attack, and Xhaka to among the defense and midfield as a center, and Ceballos play as a left midfield. That's good for me.
Zoom, what is your predicted lineup and formation?
For me, in goal, Leno.
Yeah.
Right back, Bellerin. Left back, Tierney. The two center backs, Gabriel and Xhaka. The three midfielders, Willock, Ceballos and Partey, and a front three of Pepe, Saka, and Oba.
Wow, that's quite interesting. Quite interesting. You leave out Willian in this game. Obviously, for me, I'm going to go with Willian. I love Willian. I think I'll take him. I'll take him with Bukayo Saka and rest Pepe. Bring on Pepe in the dying minutes of the game. But I want to take some of the comments here as well. The link is already there. Bro, tell me something about Martinelli return to the Emirates. He has he gained full fitness? Manu 2, Arsenal 3. Only if we use not Mustafi. I think Martinelli is coming back by the end of the calendar year, so we need to wait for him. I love your prediction. Arteta should place Bios, Partey, and Elneny in the middle. In the middle of the park. Xhaka is poor. Let me ask this guys. Netty, do you see so many goals in this game? Do you suspect we might see so many goals in this game?
We should, because both the defenses are shaky.
Yeah.
Both defenses are shaky. United have a pairing of Lindelof and Maguire. Maguire, for me, is a fridge. He's nothing more than a fridge. Good aerial ability, but he's trash. And Mustafi or Xhaka as defenders, for me, is not enough. It's not enough. Either we play Saliba, or else we have a shaky defense.
And for me, the reason as to why I was going with Willian is I think he has the technical ability to take that ball, carry that ball to the Manchester United defense and exploit them. That is why I would choose him over anyone to start. But Arteta should place Ceballos, Partey, and Elneny in the midfield. How do you look at that midfield, Zoom? Ceballos, Partey, and Elneny, any difference? I think instead of this, I'd have Xhaka engage in the mix.
But when you play Ceballos, Partey, and whether it is Xhaka or Elneny, it's too defensive. You need someone like Joe Willock who gets in the box, attacks the box. For me, Joe Willock must start. He was my man of the match yesterday. He was getting in the box, creating chances, making runs. And his final ball was excellent yesterday. It was just unlike him.
Would you give Reece Nelson a chance as well, because he was also very fabulous and fantastic?
I would love to, but for me, the front three is Saka, Pepe, and Oba.
Okay. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 0. Yeah, it comes from the realistic point of view, I think. Don't you think so?
I'll go for a draw.
1-1.
3-3 draw.
3-3.
Yes, a high scoring game. Both defenses are shaky.
Macfish says we are gonna win for sure, 2-0. I don't see Manchester United fail to score against us. It is just not possible. If we can't beat Leicester City, how can we beat Manchester United? I don't think we are gonna win. This is a Nafi. Thank you for the comment. Left back, Tierney. Center back, Gabriel and Ruiz. Right back, Cedric. But it's Mustafi. But if it's Mustafi,
I got a question for you, Kosi.
Yeah, man.
Would you start Bellerin or Cedric? Because Cedric was putting in magnificent balls in.
For me, I've never, even in the transfer summer, I thought Bellerin was going to leave the club. I rated him before, but for the past 2 seasons, I'm not really rating him. Ever since he came back from that injury, I think he has been affected, and he's no longer the Hecky Bellerin we knew. I would start Cedric. I would start Cedric or Ainsley Maitland-Niles, one of them, but not Hecky Bellerin.
Okay.
Yeah, I also think defensive wise, many people may look at him going forward, but defensive wise, is a liability.
He is. He is.
Yeah, I think
Sterling
he's a
sent him to the
yeah,
shop.
yeah,
He sent him to the shop. Did you see
and
that tackle he made?
yeah, I did.
Defensively, he wasn't good before his injury, nor is he after his injury.
Exactly. I think he would play better in a 3-5 in a 3-5-2 or in a 3-4-3, because he knows he has three center backs behind him, so he's secure, and he has a player like Granit Xhaka who can cover up for him at any time. I think that is there. His defensive responsibilities are taken off him. But even going forward, you don't see much output from a player like Heki Bellerin. That's why I would just decide to throw him out of the squad. But it seems Mikel Arteta loves him.
He does. He does.
Yeah,
I don't get
but
why Ainsley is not getting a chance at as the right back, because when Bellerin was injured, Ainsley was putting in magnificent performances, and then all of a sudden Bellerin comes back from his injury, and Arteta plays him against Chelsea. I'm just not
yeah,
getting it, because Ainsley
yeah,
was magnificent as the right back.
yeah. But let us have a little talk about Manchester United, because they are the team that we are going to face. Ever since they lost to Tottenham Hotspur, 6-1 in a game, I cannot really explain why they lost. I think they were really, really out of it. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has really been under pressure, and he has worked well under pressure. He has beaten Leipzig 5-0. He has beaten Newcastle. Was it 5-4? Was it 4-1, 5-1?
5-1.
5-1,
5-0.
5-0. Yeah,
Yes,
5-0.
yes.
I think they have been they have beaten PSG as well, not so?
Yes, but the thing with Manchester United is that they're inconsistent.
Yeah,
So they lost against Tottenham, and then United fans started saying, "Oh, Pochettino in, Ole out, Ole out," and then all of a sudden they win against PSG and
PSG.
against
Yeah,
Leipzig, and they're saying Ole's at the wheel. Oh, bloody
yeah, yeah,
shut up,
yeah,
because your manager is inconsistent.
yeah. Rokan Media here tells me it was 1-4. It was 1-4 actually. Thank you so much, Rokan.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. But they have had a couple of good performances. I want to be honest with you. They have had a couple of good performances. Ever since they lost to Tottenham. But do you think they're going to keep it up against us? Do you think they're really going to be that good?
It depends on how we turn out.
Yeah,
Pepe needs to be on fire. Aubameyang needs to be at his sharpest, and Saka needs to score more for me. As a left winger, you need to score more. I love the kid, but he needs to score more.
yeah. The goals, yeah, it's true. Bukayo Saka, any forward needs to add goals to their game if they're going to become one of the best. I really agree with that. Smash up the like button if you're watching with us, and make sure you're giving us your comment, because we are going to be reading them live. As usual, but we are still talking about how to beat Manchester United and how United will look. They have they have a diamond formation. I think they have the confidence, they have the motivation already from their past results. And against Leipzig, Zoom, they used a diamond formation, which I think is all over the heads of Manchester United fans. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got it right, and so on. Do you think that diamond formation would actually work against us if we came in with a 4-3-3 or a 4-2? A 4-2-3-1, something like that?
It could work because they have the personnel. They have Bruno, Van de Beek and Pogba, Matic, Fred, Greenwood and Rashford. They have the personnel, and that's the formation I see them going with.
Yeah. truly they are very good. They are very good. They are very good. In terms of quality, they are the better team on paper. I still want us to talk about Manchester United because I want to see how good they are. Their front line, Greenwood, Rashford. Is Anthony Martial coming back in this game? I think is it the third game or he's coming back in this
He
one?
will be out. He will be out. Won't
He'll be
feature.
out. So that
Yes.
means it's either Edson Cavani, right?
For me, it's Greenwood and Rashford.
Okay.
They'll use the diamond, just Bruno behind them, and then
Okay.
Pogba, Matic, and Fred, and then a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, and then Shaw and De Gea in goal.
Are we capable? Do we have the capacities? Do we have the tools to stop Rashford and Mason Greenwood? Do you think their quality surpasses or is going to overwhelm our defense, or do you think we can stop them? Because for me, I think Greenwood is stoppable, especially if you don't let him turn on his left leg. Rashford is just on fire, of course, but how do you see their forward and against our defense? Do you think they are stoppable?
They are stoppable. We got Gabriel. He should be able to control Marcus Rashford, and whether it is Mustafi or Xhaka, could David Luiz play? Could he play?
I think he might go for a late fitness test.
Oh, so if David Luiz starts, that would be better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he might go for a late fitness test. So that is their attack. In the midfield, what is the role of Partey? What do you think Partey is going to be like? What is going to be the role of Partey in tomorrow's, in Sunday's game? How badly do we need Partey at his best?
We need him at his best, just like we saw against Rapid Vienna. He was just controlling the midfield, biting in, creating chances, and he was just magnificent. We need to see the same thing on Sunday.
Yeah, I also loved him against Leicester City. I think he gave us the ability to win the ball back and also to retain it. I love that. I really loved it. Although we couldn't win the game because of lack of creativity and so on. But do you think if Partey is at his best, do you think he can cross out maybe cross out Van der Beek or cross out Matic or McTominay, whoever is in that field, starts in that midfield? Do you think he can win us the midfield battles there?
He will win us the midfield battles.
Okay.
With Van de Beek or Pogba playing, he should be able to control them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it depends on whether Xhaka or Ceballos turn up. Because for me, Ceballos is not consistent.
Yeah, he isn't.
One day he has a good game, and then the next week you see him giving away 10 balls.
Yeah. And in this game, I think Jacques has already had good performances against Manchester United. I'll give him for that.
He always does. He always does.
Yeah, I still remember. He always has, because for Manchester, for me, I think, I don't know whether many people think like me, but I think United is the team that runs through spaces. If you don't give them the spaces, then they just can't beat you. They just can't beat you. But if you give them the spaces to run, if you give them the ability to to splint through your midfield, to splint how the way they want, then they're going to be so deadly. But I want now to cross over to a combined 11. We are going to make a combined 11 with Zoom, but you can also give me a combined 11 in the comment box. I'll be reading the combined 11. Whoever makes the combined 11 in the comment box, it is a sure deal. I'm going to read it out here live on the show. Zoom, turn on your mic. We are going for a combined 11. And this video is going to be actually cut out and uploaded separately So make sure you give me your best combined 11. In goal, Leno versus Leno De Gea. Who do we go with?
I'd go with Leno. Over the years, De Gea has been better, but this year it's Leno for me.
Yeah, not even this year. I think even last year I would go for Ban Leno. I think David De Gea is just not a threat anymore. He's just not a threat anymore. And here we go. The first person says here. Okay,
De Gea.
it's Boljok. Yeah, Boljok says he goes with David De Gea. All right. So yes, we are going with Leno. You're going with Leno, and Boljok says he's going with David De Gea. That is fine. Okay, moving forward, the right back. We have so many to choose from, but I think Van Bissaka is not. There is no contest for Aaron Van Bissaka in the right back.
It's Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Bellerin is terrible. Cedric is not at the level of Wan-Bissaka, and Ainsley is not a right back. So I'll go with Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I will go with Aaron Van Bissaka as well for the combined 11. Okay. Aaron Van Bissaka. Anybody wants to tell me? Okay, it's Boljok again who says Van Bissaka again. Aaron Van Bissaka in the right back. Thank you so much. Whoever participates in this, your comment is coming out live already. So make sure you're giving me. Sam Mobiru says it is Leno in goal. So for the combined 11. And then General FIFA says, hey, Kosi. Okay. Left back, Zoom. I'm going with Kian Tierney. I think he's better than Teles. Teles has no experience in the Premier League. He's not a match for Kian Tierney. I'm going with Kian Tierney over anybody in that left option at Manchester United.
I agree. I'll choose Kieran Tierney.
Okay.
Shows not at the same level as Kieran and Teles. We haven't seen much of him in the Premier League.
Okay. Left back, Boljok goes with Kian Tierney in the left back. That is brilliant. Okay. It seems we are moving at the same pace. Now, the problems are in the midfield, in the centre back, sorry. The problems are in the centre back. Maguire or I don't know. Okay, what is the centre back pairing you would go for? Because for me, I'm going with Gabriel Magalhaes, and I would go with Gabriel Magalhaes. And if Luiz is, I want to be honest, if Luiz is okay, if Luiz is fit, I'm going with Gabriel Magalhaes and David Luiz. There is no way I'm introducing any Manchester United centre back in our combined 11. What is your centre back partnership?
I'll go with Gabriel and Twanzebe, Axel Twanzebe.
Okay.
So Gabriel, I don't need to explain why I chose Gabriel. And then Twanzebe, I just saw the Manchester United game and he sounded really defensively aware and his
okay, he's off, but of course we hope he comes back. There you go. Boljok says for the combined 11 in the defense is going with Gabriel, and then General FIFA says I see no difference between Tierney and Robertson. Obviously, you might not see a big difference. I think Kian Tierney can become even better than Robertson. For me, I see him as a very decent fullback. Isma says Gabriel in the centre back. General FIFA also says Gabi and Saliba all day. That is for the combined 11. Boljok says you also go with Maguire to play with Gabriel Magalhaes. I think we use a 4-3-3 as not 3-4-3. Thank you so much, Sam. What's 80 million about Maguire? Is his head. Okay. You had that?
Yes.
Okay. So we are going. You've gone with Axel Tuanzebe and Gabriel Magalhaes. I've gone with Luiz and Gabriel. The midfield, I think we should go for a 4-3-3. We go for three midfielders and then three attackers, right? Midfield, who do you go for? Number 6, the
Partey.
defensive midfield. I think it is Partey.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
clear. It's
because
Partey.
yeah, it's Partey. But
It's Partey
then
versus Matic, and I
yeah,
know
Partey.
who I
But
would choose.
yeah, Partey versus Matic, Partey versus McTominay. It is Partey.
Yes.
But then the other two options in the midfield are clearly Manchester United players.
Yes.
It is
So
Harry.
Pogba and Bruno.
I would go for Van der Beek. I wouldn't go for
Van
Bruno.
de Beek?
I would go for Van der Beek and Bruno.
Okay.
Yeah. Boljok says in the CDM he would go with Partey, and then Isma also
clear, it's
says
clear.
he would go for Partey. It's really clear, but I think we lack quality. In the other numbers in the midfield.
Yes.
Just look at this. This one says Leno, Tierney, Gabriel, Cedric, Saka, Partey, Ceballos, Willock, Willian, Pepe, and Aubameyang on the striking line. Brilliant, really, really
So
brilliant.
you would only have one centre back with the
I
Cedric
thi-
slotting in
I
as
think,
another centre back.
I think,
Okay.
Partey, Pogba, and Van der Beek. That is the midfield three. Okay, then let us cross over to the attack, where I think it's a little bit of a mambo jumbo. Rashford is on form. Greenwood is on form as well. Marshall is out, so you have maybe an Edson Cavani there or Odion Igalo. Then for us, we have Aubameyang, we have Lacazette, we have Edin Ketia, we have Willian. But who do you start on the left? Who do you start on the left? Is it Rashford, or Willian, or Saka, or Pepe? Who do you start on the left?
It's Rashford for me. It
Rashford.
shouldn't even have been a question, because
Yeah.
when you look at our left wingers, Saka, not just at the level as Rashford,
Yeah.
and Willian for me is finished. He's finished. He's simply finished.
Okay, he goes with Rashford. It's not a debate, really. It isn't a debate. I would go for Rashford as well. Okay, Boljok says the front three, he goes for Rashford, Aubameyang, and Pepe. And then General FIFA Mobile says Aubameyang, Willian, and Rashford or Pepe there.
Nah, man, nah. You
Isma
can't
says
compare Pepe to Rashford.
Yeah, it's true.
can't
It's true.
compare-
I think Rashford's output is on spot. Rashford's quality is also on spot, and he's on. He's just on fire. You just can't undermine him. Rashford gets a starting place on the left. The right, on the right, who do you think? Pepe, Saka, Greenwood, or Danny James?
Daniel James. Did you just say Daniel James?
I mean, he's a right winger for Manchester United. He is.
Nah, man. I'll go with Pepe.
Pepe.
I love Greenwood, but for me, Pepe is a better player, and we're yet to see of what he is. The Premier League's not ready for Pepe. It's just not ready. I'm telling you, in 6 months' time, Pepe will be a world class winger. He will be compared to the likes of Salah and Mane.
Okay.
You might call me stupid now, but time will tell.
Hey Guna FC,
Yeah, good.
how are
How
you
are you?
doing? I'm
Yeah,
okay.
I'm good.
I want to involve you in this starting right away, then we shall go back. It is interesting. We are making a combined 11 here between Manchester United and Arsenal. It's bad that you're coming in later, but I'll involve you. We are on the right wing, right forward, and Zoom goes with Pepe. Zoom is going with Pepe. Right? Are you going with Pepe, Zoom on the right?
Yes.
Yeah. For me, I'll go with Bukayo Saka. I think Saka is better than is better than is better than anybody. They are better than James, better than especially when it comes to engaging in play and creating the chances.
Kosi.
Greenwood, yo,
Are we talking about like current form or ability?
current form. Who do you go for current form?
Saka, it's Saka. But
Yeah,
Saka.
Saka. It's
Yeah,
Saka.
Saka on the right. Saka on the
on
right.
ability, it's Pepe for me.
Okay, yeah, of course, on ability, Pepe is better than all the options there. But for form and the impact and output, I think Saka.
Yes.
Okay. Then in the middle, guys, we have Edson Cavani for selection. We have Aubameyang for selection. We have Nketiah for selection. We have Lacazette for selection. This time I'm calling Aubameyang as a forward.
Yeah, it's Aubameyang all day.
It's
You look
Aubameyang.
you look
Yeah.
at Manchester United strikers. Combine all of their goals with Aubameyang for the past 3 seasons in the Premier League. He has scored more.
Yeah.
Aubameyang has been scoring 20 plus goals every season he's been in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He got the Golden Boot twice, joint last year, like 2 seasons ago. So I'm with Aubameyang's all day.
Okay. On the left, Guna FC, you are not here, but we went with Rashford over Willian and over Willian. Would you go for Rashford or Willian?
Rashford.
Rashford, yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
it only answers itself. In the midfield, we went with Partey, Bruno Fernandes, and for me, I went with Van der Beek. Zoom went with Pogba. What is your midfield three combined? Selecting from Manchester United and Arsenal.
Pogba, Van der Beek, and Partey. No,
Pogba.
not Fernandes.
No Bruno.
Fernandes, Partey, and Van der Beek, not Pogba.
Fernandes, Van der Beek,
And Partey.
and Partey. I went with Partey, Fernandes, and Van der Beek. I think Pogba is not finished, but he needs to pull up his stocks.
Yeah, he's been inconsistent. He has one good game,
Yeah,
and the rest,
yeah,
he's nowhere to be seen. But with Fernandes, he scores every game. He brings that quality into that team. When Man United were playing against RP Leipzig, he came on the bench and he gave assists. So he brings that mentality into that team.
it's true. Okay, defensive wise, it was really easy to choose. Right back, who do you go with? Cedric, Bellerin, Aaron Van Bissaka. Who do you go with? Right back.
I go with Van Bissaka.
Yeah, I think it's just obvious.
Yes, obvious. When Man United bought him, that season, he had the most interceptions in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no argument with Van Bissaka.
No argument. Left back, Alex Telles, Shaw, Kiantiani, Kolasinac.
Fiorentini.
I don't know why I mentioned Kolasinac.
Yeah, there's no way he can come in that team. I mean, Alex Telles is good, but we haven't seen it. We only seen him one game.
Yeah.
So if he improves that team, I mean, against PSG when he was playing in the Champions League, he looked good. But it's only one game, so we need to see how well he does this season.
Yeah, I went with Kiantiani and Zoom went with Kiantiani as well. Centre back, in the centre back, it was quite difficult, but we managed to
Tuanzebe
round
and
up
Gabriel.
Tuanzebe and Gabriel. For me, if Luis was around, I would go with Luis and Gabriel. I think it's a partnership with good communication. It's a partnership where these guys understand each other. They communicate very well. They complement one another. Luis is not so tall. Gabriel is a little bit gifted with height. Luis is a ball playing center back. Of course, Gabriel is, but they don't contract each other. I would go with the both of them. I would throw away any Manchester United defender, but also Zoom went with Tuanzebe and Gabriel Magalhaes. The goalkeeper, Dean Henderson, David De Gea, Ban Leno, or Runason. Runason kept a clean sheet yesterday, by the way, guys.
I'll go with Leno.
Leno, I think
I'm not
of-
being biased here, but
yeah.
if you look at the stats, he has more errors than anyone. Leno has 9, and De Gea has, I think, 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And De Gea, he's a good goalkeeper, exceptional, but he's been off. He's been off this season. Like, he has one good game, the same. He's inconsistent. But with Leno, the last 2 games, he's been a bit rough. But after all, he saved our season last year.
He
So I'll
did.
go with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glenn says Kosi, Gun FC, and Zoom are legends. Thank you so much.
Big up him.
Okay. Guys, how do you see us approach this? How do you see Mikel Arteta approach this game? I'll start with Guna. Do you see Mikel Arteta, should he go all out and attack? Do you see him go for that defensive, kind of play he has always done? How do you see him approach this game?
I think it would be the way that he when we played Manchester United last time out, we won 2-0. I think he'll go the same, but without, but he didn't have Özil, so I think he'll go defensive. But then I think once we get that, if we get the early goal, he'll go attacking. And if go on.
Yeah. I think an early goal is going to be a game changer. I don't know whether we can get it, but if we can, it's going to be a game changer.
It will be, because it's Old Trafford. The top 6 side, our record has been poor.
Yeah, 29 games. I think against the top 6, it is 29 games away from home, no win.
Another 20 games, and people will be singing 49, 49. We can't be a top 6 side.
I know. And it's really going to be hard. But how do you suggest we go around the creativity issue this time? Because even yesterday, we had a very good team. We had nice play, but the creativity, the chances from the midfield were seldom seen. How do we go around the midfield, creativity? Let me throw this to Zoom fast.
We need an attacking midfielder, and for me, I'd introduce Joe Willock.
You would introduce Willock against Manchester United
yesterday. He had one of the best games. Rear. I would. What other choice do we have?
Willian. I thought Willian.
Willian's versatile. He can.
Willian as the CAM.
Yeah, he can play that. He can play a number 10 role as well, and as winger.
But Mikel would go with someone that has been playing in the midfield regularly. So for me, I choose Joe Willock.
Yeah, I was speaking to I told Kazi last night in the stream that the formation we played yesterday, it gave Pepe more chance, and it gave who else? Yeah, it gave Pepe and the youngsters more chance. The 3-4-1.
That's because we played an attacking midfielder.
Yeah, but you can't judge Joe Willock. It's too early. It's only been one game.
Though?
So, Guna, would you go for Willian as the number 10?
No, because Arteta does not choose him in that way. He knows he can't. In his style of play, he can't play there.
So Gunnar FC. So what would be your midfield? Because if it's Xhaka, Ceballos, and Partey, it's too defensive for me. It's just too defensive. No one is able to create. And when Willock played yesterday, he complimented Pepe. 56% of our attack was going on the right, and that's what we need to see.
Yeah, but we need it from the. I'm not saying that's a good point, but the thing is, it depends how Arteta matches up. If he goes defensive or if he goes attacking. If United play the diamond, we can't play defensive. We cannot play the 5-3-2 because it will be easily captured by them, their midfield, and they have much more attacking players in that midfield than us. They have Van de Beek, Pogba, Fernandes, and Mata as well. Who's also a creative player. So it depends how United play. If they play diamond, I'll go with attacking as well. But no, yeah, it's a tough one.
It's really a tough one. Kosi, so who would you play? You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Okay, I'm back.
We can
I
hear
wouldn't
you.
risk I wouldn't risk Joe Willock. I wouldn't risk playing Joe Willock. I think
I'll
play
put him on the
Willian.
bench.
Yeah, I'll bring him on the bench, but I'll play Willian. But there is something from the comment about Emily Smith Rowe, who we all of we thought he would play yesterday, and he never get this. He never got the chance. What do you think? What do you think about Smith Rowe
He
against
won't
Manchester
play.
United?
He won't play.
But
It's
yeah,
just
he won't
too
play.
early.
But it's too early for
He's
him.
not
But
match fit here. He's not
Yeah.
match fit yet. He couldn't
Uh,
even make the bench yesterday.
do you think he gets? Do you think he get? If he got a chance, do you think he would prove? What do you think, Gunnar? Do you think he would? He would prove Emily Smith Rowe? He had a very good, successful loan campaign last season.
Yeah, I think he will improve the team.
He would improve the team.
He will bring something, but he won't fix the problems.
Okay. He would bring
Yeah,
something, but he won't fix the problem.
I don't think he'll get picked. I don't
Yeah.
think he'll get picked.
Yeah. But if the problem is, if you're going to play Willian, then we cannot play something like, it means we are going to play, if you're playing Willian as our 10 or creative, then he might play him as a half 9, like he played him at Manchester City. And for me, I think that never worked.
Listen, Kosi. So I
Yeah.
love Willian to play as a center attacking midfielder, but against the likes of Van de Beek, Pogba, Bruno, and Fred, you need 3 proper midfielders, not an attacking midfielder. You need someone like Willock, who's a box-to-box midfielder, who creates the chances, gets in the box, scores goals, creates chances. For me, that's what we need.
But do you compare the quality of Joe Willock to the quality of Manchester United in the midfield? Do you think he would be able to to raise up to the occasion versus Manchester United? Of course, against Dundalk he was okay, but that's explainable. Their midfield was not that that much of a challenge, but Manchester United is a big challenge, and the phobia and the match fitness. He has not been playing regularly in the Premier League. Do you think he's going to deliver?
Yeah, he will.
You think he will deliver?
Yeah, because he was getting into the boxes. He was giving
Yeah.
those passes in. So yeah, he will bring something to the team.
Okay. Isma says a 4-3-3 cannot work.
It should work. It should, Kosi.
It should
Manchester
work.
United will play a diamond. I'm sure
Yeah.
of it because Martial is not fit. And against 4 midfielders, you need three midfielders. You can't play two midfielders against 4. You can't.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, you just come back. How about if you play the diamond as well? What do you think if you play the diamond as well? Zoom.
Yes.
If we play the diamond, and we have Willian at the head of the diamond, and then Partey, Xhaka, and then anyone like Danny Tobias, occupy. What if we play the diamond? Do you think we would stand a chance?
I would love us to play a diamond because it will be equivalent to Manchester United's diamond. But I don't think we have the right players for that. For the diamond, we don't have an attacking midfielder, a box-to-box midfielder. When you look at Manchester United, they got Bruno, Fred, and Pogba. a proper
Yeah.
box to box and an attacking midfielder.
This is general. FIFA says, I agree with Willock. I agree with Willock, but should play properly again. But he should play properly against Manchester United. Guys, my only negativity against Willock is he's weak. He drops that ball easily, and of course, he doesn't have the ability to win it back.
He lacks. He takes too many touches.
Yeah.
So he wants to. He has the ball, and if he sees that pass, he won't pass it. He will just hold the ball, and then he'll get under pressure, and he'll let go of the ball.
Yeah, but him and Matteo Guendouzi, who was the better player?
Matteo
Guendouzi, yeah. I think the passing, I love his passing abilities.
But the thing is that we've finally got a manager that actually knows. So he knows that he doesn't want to play for the team. His feelings show that he's physical. He was physical, like against Brighton when he got onto Mopai. If he warned him, but he didn't listen. So that's his punishment. But I hope he can come back from Hertha Berlin on his loan and learn his lesson.
Tobias is so slow. This is Nady. Says Tobias is so slow.
I know Tobias is slow, but the thing is that James Rodriguez, he's like an attacking midfielder, right?
Yeah.
His pace is shit. His pace is worse than anyone.
Yeah.
His pace on his FIFA rating card is about 58 to 60. Tobias can be slow, but if James gets the ball, he's a magician.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Exactly. Tobias can pick up those passes. But the thing is that I don't know. I actually don't know what happened to Ceballos now.
I think for me, in my case, I would think Ceballos would have been a good player if we were playing something like a 4-2-3-1, where you have him play with a good defensive midfielder. Like you play him with maybe Partey, and he's carrying the ball forward, but in front of him is another, player like Cesc Fabregas to get into the to get us into the dangerous areas. I think that is how these things would work. But I don't see him as a creative midfielder. If we expect him to make chances, I don't see him do that. Yeah.
He plays deep.
Yeah. He's a deeper midfielder, and just playing him in front, it doesn't work for him.
Because if you play him up front, he'll just go deep. He's not an attacking. He's like a CDM, just like Partey.
Smith Rowe says, General FIFA says Smith Rowe is better than Willock, right? Because he has shown promise in the couple of matches he played last season.
Mate, this guy.
How would you compare these two?
Smith Rowe, he was playing in the Championship last season.
Yeah.
But if you look at the quality, you can't just bring him on this game. You have no idea what to do. It's like bringing someone into a match test, but they haven't learnt it. He hasn't learnt the way. He might know Arteta really well, but he might not know how to play in that formation. And Willock showed it yesterday. So if I was picking between them, I'll go with Willock because he's proven it this season. I haven't seen Smith Rowe play any games this season. So if he plays in the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, or maybe the Europa League, and I'll judge his performances, and then I'll pick him. But for now, it's Joe Willock.
Okay, guys, smash the like button. Get your comments coming in. It is the Manchester United versus Arsenal. How we can beat Manchester United. That's what we are talking about. And many people think we don't stand a chance. For me, I think we stand a chance. I don't know why.
Mate, wait, I got a point, yeah?
Yeah.
When we played, when was it? Last season, 2 seasons ago, with Unai Emery. That week we played Man United, like 5 days ago in the Champions League. They beat PSG 3-1, and they qualified for the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
And on Thursday, we lost against Rennes 3-1, and our players were getting bantered at the airport. And then we played them on Sunday, and everyone was like, no, they don't have a chance. They just lost to a shit team in the French league.
Yeah.
And then we beat them 2-0.
Xhaka with the screamer.
It's football. It's football. Yes, that was a good goal. It's football. Anything can happen. Who thought Aston Villa was going to thrash Liverpool 7-2? No one. It happened. It's football. Anything can happen in this league.
Yeah, it's true, by the way.
Yeah, I think it was last season when Crystal Palace beat Man City at home 3-2. No one thought that was going to come. So it's football. Anything can happen in this game.
Okay, let us go down to the managers. Tactically, who's better? Who's better? For example, we have gone with our combined 11. Who do you give it to? Is it Solskjaer? Is it Arteta? Arteta is not so much tested. I think Solskjaer is tested because last season he was here. He's here this season. But who's the better manager?
It's Arteta. This shouldn't have been a question, Kosi.
You think Arteta is the better manager?
Is miles clear of Ole.
Okay.
Tactically, the way he speaks, it's just he's just on another level than Ole.
Ole.
Ole for me is a PE teacher with no football knowledge. Just because he was a super sub. Oh, Ole's out the wheel. Oh, bloody hell, man. Piss off.
Yeah, I get it.
I think it's...
Yeah.
Go on.
The tactical way he plays is much better than Solskjaer. He wins games when he's under pressure. Like, when he lost 6-1, he started winning games.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I don't understand, but Solskjaer has something that if he don't win, he still smiles.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but Arteta tactically much better. He has a plan. Solskjaer does not have a plan.
Okay.
Look,
everybody in the comments, let me know who is the better manager between Mikel Arteta and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is
Let me just tell you a thing.
Is this even a question?
Prove it.
It is. It is because I think both of them are managers. Solskjaer comes from Norway. I think it was with Molde. He comes into the Premier League and everybody's like, what? Why is Solskjaer here?
The thing that Solskjaer has done that Arteta hasn't is got Cardiff City relegated. That's what Solskjaer has done.
All right.
So
you guys,
let me prove it. Let me prove my point.
Yeah.
So when Arteta came in, look at Mustafi and David Luiz, full of mistakes. Now we see them as beasts. Look at Ole.
That's a good. I want to add on this point. Yeah, before Mikel Arteta came, our defense was conceding 3 goals at home to Southampton at home. He came. We average under Mikel Arteta, we average at least 1 goal per game. Just 1, not 5. Average 1 goal per game, which is in a significant improvement depending on what defender he has. Mustafi, Luiz, Kolasinac. So it's Arteta all day.
To take perspective,
yeah,
just look at Maguire and Lindelof.
Yeah,
Maguire and Lindelof were trash, and they're still trash. Who's the better defender between Lindelof and David Luiz? It's Lindelof. Maguire is better than David Luiz, but under the management of Mikel, it's David Luiz, because Mikel always plays in a formation, and just the way he talks to the players gives them confidence. It's just astonishing to watch.
I'm not lying, but let's start. They have just they should go to fraud. They made Manchester United frauds, man. They just took 18 million for a fridge. They should go to court, Leicester City.
This is interesting for me. Okay, let me ask this then. Let me ask this. It is quite complicated, but let me ask it. Of Lampard and Ole, who is the better one then?
It's a tough one. It's really a tough one
Yeah.
because both are trash. No.
All are trash.
You might call me a fool,
Yeah.
but both are trash for me. The way.
Yeah.
Go on.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's okay.
Okay. So the way Mikel Arteta gives the players confidence, but look at Maguire. He's lacking confidence. But what is Ole doing? What is he doing except from giving him the captain's armband and playing him regularly? Nothing. He's not speaking to him.
Guna, Lampard and Ole, who is the better man? Who's the better manager?
Tough one, but if you're saying between them, I'll go with Oli. I think it's Oli. Lampard.
You think it's Ole?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just take a couple of comments as
Okay, go on. Go through the comments.
Arteta plays counter-attacking football with 5 at the back.
Mate, where is this guy from? What kind of comment
I think this is
that?
I wouldn't really play, say we play counter-attacking football. I don't see that kind of really counter-attacking football. I think Mikel Arteta's aim is have a team that is strong defensive-wise and that can also have hold possession as he waits to get, to build the creativity. I think that is what he is. I don't see a lot of counter-attack, in Arsenal's football. Maguire was a decent centre-back last season, playing while he was injured. This is Glinch.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But
I
even
think,
last season was shit, so.
I think he played all games for Manchester United last season, 38.
He did.
Yeah,
he
he did.
That's the thing with Ole. When a player doesn't perform, he keeps on playing him just because of the price tag. Look at Arteta. Pepe hasn't been good for games. He's playing Willian, getting Pepe on the bench. That's what a manager needs to do. Wake the player up or else they will stay the same.
Yeah, because if not performing, just take them out. If you just keep them in, what's the point? They ain't going to improve the defense.
The body is relevant as they have different goals. Ole plays better football and has got the best from Greenwood, McTominay, and then Marcus Rashford. That is Glinch. Yeah, by the way, I think he really improved. I think he yeah.
Rashford was outstanding before Ole came.
Okay.
He's the same player. You cannot say that Rashford has been improving under Solskjaer because Rashford is the same player.
Okay, guys, it has been such a wonderful show. Of course, I'll come back with another live show. It will be it will be in 3 hours. In 3 hours from now. So make sure you come on. The comments have been quite interesting. I went through some of them, and also the live stream. Make sure you come back. My name is Kosi. This is the Arsenal podcast. We discuss Arsenal issues and the Premier League at large. I come with a match, a weekend preview. We have a couple of games. So I hope you guys will join me. We talk about games, other games.
What time?
In 3 hours from now. 3 hours from now.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Maybe 5.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay.